going on, homies? My name is TheJongasm, and I have one question for you. Are you ready to have a vidgasm? You see, recently I decided to start calling my videos vidgasms because they're so good and so enjoyable that when you watch them, you orgasm. Pretty witty, eh? Just adding the gasm suffix to any word instantly pertains it to my brand now. So I guess to be more specific, today you're gonna have a theory-gasm. If you've been hanging around the channel for a while, you've probably heard me talk about my love for The Simpsons a couple of times by now. I've done 3 conspiracy theories about The Simpsons in the past. The first one was about why they're secretly geniuses and not as stupid as we always thought. Even though I did it first, that video ended up getting ripped off by a couple of other channels, so I'm pretty bummed about that. Because it used to have the most views for that theory, and now it doesn't. And it's like, hey, thanks for just stealing my video, stealing my views, and stealing my idea for a series. But that's not what this video is about. The second theory I did is about how The Simpsons are secretly rich. And the third video is about who really shot Mr. Burns. I will link to all those individual videos in the description down below, as well as link to a Simpsons conspiracy theory playlist. Because I've expressed multiple times how much I love the series when I was younger, I've had a lot of people ask me about what I think of the series today. I won't bore you guys with my opinion because I know that's not why you're here to watch the video, but I think it's safe to say that we can all agree that Simpsons has pretty much run its course. The problem is, after 26 years, how could the show possibly end? Now don't get me wrong, they've got really creative writers, and I'm just speaking in a general sense, but they've pretty much done everything that they can do. They've done crossovers, they've had major characters die, they've had minor characters die, they've done plenty of holiday-themed episodes and have jammed just about every pop culture reference they can into the series. So what's left? This is where today's conspiracy theory comes into play. It's no secret that the series creator Matt Groening based the show off of his real-life family. He named all of the Simpsons family members off of his real-life family members. And then he named Bart, who represents himself, an anagram for brat. Throughout the entire series, we've seen Bart underachieve in just about every way that he can. The only thing he really puts a whole lot of effort into is the pranks that he pulls on his family in the town of Springfield. There is, however, one other passion of Bart's that people always seem to forget, despite it being related to the pranks that he pulls. 26 years into a series, it's pretty easy to forget the details, but we have been shown time and time again that comedy is something that Bart truly loves. Now think about it for a sec. His hero is Krusty the Clown, who's a comedian. As a baby, Bart is seen loving The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And he's a huge fan of Mad Magazine. In essence of this, we've also seen Bart exercise his skills in animation and writing. He writes an Emmy-winning episode of Itchy and Scratchy with Lisa, and he wins an Academy Award for his short that's based on his Angry Dad Flash animation series. Bart is creative and funny, but he has a hard time making friends at school until he discovers his hidden talent and love for making others laugh. Now obviously Marge, Homer, and the principal, and just about all the authority figures aren't really happy about this. But that's because they haven't taken the time to acknowledge how gifted Bart truly is. And also his style of comedy tends to be pretty controversial, it breaks the rules, it breaks the law, all of those other important details. Now every time the audience sees a flash to The Simpsons' future, Bart is seen as somewhat of a loser. He's pretty much exclusively portrayed as a jobless, divorced moocher who lives in poor conditions until he's taken in by his family. It's a sad future, of course, but we don't think that's all Bart's life is going to consist of. According to this theory, The Simpsons will end with a flash-forward sequence showing Bart mirroring his real-life counterpart, Matt Groening. He will be shown creating the record-shattering sitcom based on his adventures with his family. The name of his sitcom? The Groenings. And everything goes full circle. So that, my friends, is how we think The Simpsons will end. What do you think? Don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. I absolutely love The Simpsons, so I'm totally down to discuss and debate if you guys are. After you comment, hitting that rate button with a big thumbs up would be truly appreciated. Last week I gave you guys the challenge of getting my Toy Story conspiracy theory to 500 likes in 2 days. I severely underestimated you guys, and you got that video to over 1,200 likes in 48 hours. I'd like to extend this challenge one more time, but we're gonna up the ante. If you can get this video to 1,000 likes by the end of the weekend, you guys will get an extra video next week. And don't forget, when you're through with that, if you want to help the channel even more, you can share this video on Facebook or Twitter. You can hit that share button down below, or you can copy the URL up above. Of course, it's not mandatory, but oh my god, do I appreciate it because it helps out the channel tremendously. Don't forget, like I said earlier, I've got links to all of the past Simpsons conspiracy theories I've done in the description down below, in addition to the links to my social networking accounts. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go give those a like or follow if you're feeling like being a super fan today. Here's hoping that your vidgasm didn't make too much of a mess.